Hello everyone, this is Scarzig, and welcome back to another episode of Duelyst. Today we are playing a special aggressive variant of our Magmar deck. When I first started my whole foray into the Magmar faction and attempting to learn them, I did start out with an aggressive deck, and I fumbled a lot in those first couple of episodes, just because I was so unfamiliar with the faction, what they were capable of. And afterwards, I did switch to a control variant that I've been able to tweak over the past few weeks and come up with something very successful, something that I had a lot of fun playing. But, nagging at me in the back of my mind was always, that I couldn't really make that aggressive list work, and I know that it was me. Like, the deck wasn't bad. It was provided to me by Crits Matter. It was just a nice starter budget list to kind of helped me jump into the faction when I really didn't even know what to build, and I knew that I felt like I failed everyone, like I wasn't able to make this deck work. So last night I threw together a more aggressive list, and it worked wonders for me. I really felt like I improved as a player. I was really able to really pilot the Magmar faction properly, and I was able to make the last push to Diamond rank. So let me show you what I came up with, and I'd like to show it off for you guys a little bit today. I do have 3 Flash Reincarnation, 3 Greater Fortitude, 2 Diretide Frenzy, 2 Ephemeral Shroud, 3 Healing Mystic, 3 Primus Fist, 3 Young Silithar, 3 Saberspine Tiger, 2 Elucidators, 3 Emerald Rejuvenators, 3 Veteran Silithars, 2 Dancing Blades, a Metamorphosis, 3 Spirit Harvesters, and 3 Makantor Warbeasts. This deck seems a bit clunky at first, but I've been having such fun with it and such great success. I find that against a lot of decks, you're simply able to overpower them. A lot of my other decks, I do tech in a lot of cards depending on what I'm running into on the ladder. But with this one, I find that it's loose enough to where I can sort of just kind of shift gears whenever I need to. It's versatile enough to deal with a wide variety of opponents. So my opponent's opening up with ZoochZ, which I actually don't very much care for since the nerf. I am going to just dispel it. It feels like sort of a waste to use Ephemeral Shroud on ZoochZ, but I might as well use it. I get my double 2-drop play for turn 2, and he doesn't get his ranged unit. He just invested 2 mana into a useless 1/1. And by playing my 2 minions right in front of each other like this, he can't step too forward to hit the Young Silithar if that was going to be his play. Although, of course, the proper play would be to take both mana crystals, but I feel like forcing him into that gives me a psychological advantage, if that makes sense. No. That's troublesome. Yeah, so I probably could have saved the Ephemeral Shroud for the Ephemeral Warmaster. That's pretty much the way you want to deal with those. Let's switch out the Emerald Rejuvenator, see what we can find. Okay, Primus Fist. This makes things a bit more palatable. But I think focusing on the Ephemeral Warmaster will be the best bet. It's a shame, really. I suppose I could move down, take the ZoochZ, and then at least turn this into a Ghost Wolf. No, I can kill it with the Primus Fist and the Okay, we'll do that. Just control the board a little bit. We don't want to get swarmed. Saberspine Tiger and Greater Fortitude. Alright. And so by moving the Young Silithar forward before I attack, it forces him to trade with the General or sacrifice the Hearth Sister into it. So he actually chose to take that damage to his General to save the Hearth Sister, which actually plays into the style of this deck because I can just ramp up aggressively. Oh, I see. He had the Emerald Rejuvenator. We'll swap out the... Actually, yeah, we'll swap out the Diretide Frenzy. Healing Mystic, that's not too bad. So we'll just take out the Our Sister. Okay, I kind of want to try to keep these as far away from the Emerald Rejuvenator as possible, so it can't just free trade into my lower minions. I do have Makantor Warbeast now, which is really great for this deck. Spirit Harvester would have been good there because I could have just meleeed the Emerald Rejuvenator into Spirit Harvester to take out the Our Sister in both of those. But right now, both my opponent are just wrestling for control. Mark of Solitude. Okay. I don't really care about that. And then he plays Alswin Loremaster to get another Mark of Solitude. And that's a really good card for controlling the board. And if he was able to get that Mini Jax, it would have been really good to just have a ranged 5/5, destroying anything I put down. But since this can't attack my general, I don't really care for it. So what I'm going to do here is just throw down the Makantor Warbeast. And then I can just take this out with the Primus Fist. So now that's completely dead on my terms. And he's got a 4-2 to worry about. He can of course just hit it with Chromatic Cold, which is fine, because once you get that attack off with the Warbeast, anything beyond that is just icing. Because I pretty much got a 3-for-1 there. Okay. And you see he played the Snow Chaser, but his hand is at 6. So I'll step up 1, kill the Snow Chaser, and then we've got this Dancing Blades here to worry about. So... I think Flash Veteran Silithar into Emerald Rejuvenator is good here. Because that keeps the Dancing Blades away from me. If he hits it with Chromatic Cold, then it'll still survive. It won't turn into an egg though. And even if I buff it with Primus Fist, the Dancing Blades will still take it out. So we'll do this play. Heals me up, and I have a pretty good advantage here. I'm playing the Emerald Rejuvenator up here, simply to discourage his general from approaching. And of course we denied the Snow Chaser because his hand was full. Okay, you see, so he decided to trade into the Dancing Blades, so it taking the 2 damage from the Flash Reincarnation didn't matter. Okay, so we're getting swarmed here. I could attempt to swap the Primus Fist and try to get another Flash Reincarnation to make a big play. But I think the proper play would be to just move the Emerald Rejuvenator to attack the Primus Fist, and then the Dancing Blades to change the Ephemeral Warmaster into a Ghost Wolf. And do I want to attack this? It'll die to whatever he attacks. But I suppose I could melee it now, just in case he wants to trade into me. Nah. We'll keep my health up. Yeah, so he's just gonna trade it in. Yeah, see, he really wants that mini-jacks. You see, he's got this dancing blade over here that's pretty much dead. And he is going to approach. Very interesting. Dancing blade onto my dancing blade. Alright, cool. So I can go Spirit Harvester into Elucidator. Take out this, make this Dancing Blades die. But then again, I could just take the 4 damage and the Spirit Harvester would finish it off himself. And then he'd have a Healing Mystic up. Yeah, and then that would allow me to just summon the Elucidator and slap him for another 5. Yeah, so I think that that's the proper play, because it hurts him more than it hurts me. And what we're going to do is step down and back, because you can get cornered in this top row pretty easy. And with this, I'm able to fight my way out a lot better. Alright, so my opponent has, he can use the Mark of Solitude on the Healing Mystic to trade into the Spirit Harvester. And that's fine, that's a full clear. Archon Spellbinder? Okay. I think I can just step back into Dancing Blade. If I need Flash Reincarnation, I could step back into Dancing Blade, flash out the Spirit Harvester, and that'll start pinging the Archon Spellbinder. So I think that is the best bet. Actually, I should flash out the Dancing Blade. And then play the Spirit Harvester at full HP. Alright. Okay, so now I got a couple rush minions. I can fight my way out of this this situation. The Archon Spellbinder is really good value. Very beefy minion. If you don't have hard removal for it, then it's always a trouble to take out. I do have a Metamorphosis in this deck, just in case of situations like this. But because of the Spirit Harvesters and Warbeast and all the rush units, I normally just use creatures for my removal. Ooh, very nice. Our Sister to get the Archon Spellbinder into range of me. But that drops him down to 4 or 6. Okay. Nice. Alright, so he didn't play around Warbeast. Got too greedy there. Got punished for it. What's his plan? He must have Spirit of the Wild combo? Chromatic Cold? No. Okay. Remember War Master. Don't need Diretide Frenzy right now. Greater Fortitude. Okay, that'll come in handy. So what I can do, he moves forward, Spirit of the Wild. So I think the best play is to just corner myself with the Spirit Harvester. See, Saberspine Tiger ×2. Saberspine Tiger into Flash Freeze. What is it? No, Frostfire, I mean. So it's pretty much whoever can get their hands on enough removal. Healing Mystic will be nice. I don't think I think I can swap out the Metamorphosis. Okay, because I can just resummon the Spirit Harvester to turn this into a Ghost Wolf. And we'll do Young Silithar and Healing Mystic. I think I have another Emerald Rejuvenator in here somewhere. Chromatic Cold. I'm at 7 HP, so... Seven mana. Razorback. So we can take out the Spirit Harvester, okay. And then another Chromatic Cold. So he's used up all of his removal. I can Makantor Warbeast into Greater Fortitude so that it survives the Razorback. And I think I can slowly close in on my opponent here. I think that he could have just held that those Chromatic Colts and just used them to burn me directly, instead of just trying to clear out my minions, because when he was on the opposite corner of the board, Magmar doesn't have any like movement directly like that. Dancing Blade. Yikes. Okay, so that's troublesome. I can go double Veteran Silithar into Greater Fortitude. So that was a mistake on my part. I should have played the Primus Fist in front of the Makantor Warbeast, anticipating the Dancing Blades. And we're going to move down in case he has a Hailstone Prison. He won't be able to move the Dancing Blade to me. Our sister would also make it so that the Dancing Blade stays out of range. Actually, no, he can move down, our sister to Dancing Blade, and then attack me. So this just makes it harder for him. I'm top decking now, but I do have more board control. My opponent seems to be running just regular value standard Banar, I guess you could say, so I'm not expecting Aspect of the Mountains. But I do have Metamorphosis, which is kind of nice if he plays any other large threats. He might even be attacking the Dragger Lord. Okay. So, I think I can hold the Metamorphosis and wait for more options. Instead of swapping it out for something else this turn. Just in case, you know, something really bad happens. Hailstone Prison. He's about done, right? I'm so sorry, I haven't been counting the Hailstone Prisons and the Chromatic Colds. I mean, there's nothing I can do about him if he's got him. I'm just going to be trying my best to fight my way. Don't need Flash Reincarnation. Elucidator, okay. Now do I want to actually summon the Elucidator? If I play the Metamorphosis, it turns this into a 1-1, which keeps the veteran Silithar alive, but I don't think that that's worth. Just kill it. And then we can do veteran Silithar into Spirit Harvester. I think what I should have done is went veteran Silithar at the diagonal with Spirit Harvester in front. He'll want to hit any of these he wants with Dancing Blades. If he steps one up, Dancing Blade, and then take out the egg. That leaves him in range of the Spirit Harvester, though. Flash Freeze. Okay, I'm fine with that. If he can, he's just stalling out one turn. He's top decking, and I'm slowly starting to get the card advantage back. Perfectly fine with this. Okay, so 11, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, that is GG. Okay. Very well played by my opponent. I made some mistakes there, not playing around Dancing Blade properly, but my opponent, I think, could have killed me if he just would have saved his Chromatic Colds for burn when he had the positional advantage far away from my general, so. Not too shabby. Again, and because the game went so long, I was able to show off a lot of the different aspects of this deck. I drew into a couple of really lucky Makantor Warbeasts, too. And Diretide Frenzy came in handy, too. So. And all in all, my deck came through for me. Okay, so this is a really great starting hand. I'm going to be wanting to play the Healing Mystic into the Primus Fist, of course. And the Greater Fortitude, I want to keep that for the follow-up turn. If my opponent plays anything that I can't directly one-shot, the Greater Fortitude can let me trade up into it and still keep my creature alive, forcing him to waste a Chromatic Cold on it. This deck, as you saw, the only things that are really valuable Chromatic Cold targets are for finishing off Makantor Warbeasts or Veteran Silithars, or the Spirit Harvesters, which are my main threats. So if I can get him to waste those early, then it comes out positive for me. And with the Dream Gazer, my opponent gets the double diagonal opening. Of course, he'll be able to take any of these crystals that he wants, so the extra 2-drop is a bit annoying, but we'll go with it. Basically, it would just be like your Chromatic Cold anyway, right? Just dealing 2 free damage, so we'll just go with our original plan of Healing Mystic into Primus Fist. And yeah. Alright, cool. And again, I get to do the opening of directly down the center so that it keeps his general from moving forward for infiltrate shenanigans. And of course, again, he'll take both mana crystals. Alright. In this game, I have the Ephemeral Shroud to deal with the Ephemeral Warmaster. So, the smart play is to trade the 2-3 into the 3-2, right? Or is it the other way around? But yeah, it makes sense. And then I can trade the Healing Mystic into the Dispelled Ephemeral Warmaster. Or, I do have greater Fortitudes as well. So I think my guys are actually going to be able to live this. Fantastic. And then I'm going to take out this Dream Gazer. Alright. That leaves me with some pretty tanky guys. His play should be to take out the Ephemeral Shroud, have the Primus Fist trade into the Healing Mystic. Okay, so there's your Chromatic Cold. That's one down. His Primus Fist trades into mine, and then he attacks the Ephemeral Shroud. He's going to bring another Dream Gazer out. Again, this just plays into my game if he's injuring himself. So we're just going to attack this so that my Spirit Harvester can finish it off. We're going to do the smart thing here and play it behind us so we can't use Dancing Blades on it. Keeper of the Veil has a chance to bring back something lame. Okay, don't care about those at all. I think the proper play here is to have the Spirit Harvester attack the Healing Mystic so it stays somewhat healthy. And then I just take more damage from the Keeper of the Veil so the Spirit Harvester can finish it off. I think we're going to also swap out... Okay, this opens things up a bit. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We can play the Dancing Blades here. I'm still going to take this damage like a man. But this opens up the Spirit Harvester to move forward and do 5 damage. Which opens it up to my opponent's Dancing Blades, of course, like I was just talking about. But since I have one of my own and another Dancing Blade and another Spirit Harvester in my hand, I think that taking that is favorable for me. Alright. Well, I don't think I actually want to drop the Spirit Harvester this turn. I do have a Primus Fist as well. Okay. That's pretty good. And just go face. Since I have the board advantage, I don't have to worry about clearing just the one Dancing Blade for now. And you're going face on me, bro? Aspect of the Mountain, okay. Okay, so good news is Primus Fist trades, and then the Saberspine Tiger trades. Actually, what am I talking about? Dancing Blades. Leaves me with a body. And then I just get Saberspine Tiger to come in and do the deeps. Nice. And we'll hold the Spirit Harvester. Why not? Hailstone? I dig it. Give me that opening gambit. Give me that extremely strong, sweet opening gambit back. Thank you very much. You fool. Okay, so I can go Makantor Warbeast into Primus Fist. Actually, let's swap out the Spirit Harvester. Two Elucidators. Okay, so that's 10 damage. That's 10 damage. Okay. That's harsh. Okay, so I was planning on doing Makantor Warbeast there to take out all three of them, and then potentially the Jaxi would spawn in range of my general. But trading out the Spirit Harvest there was correct because I wouldn't need it regardless, and got the second Elucidator. Fantastic. So that is the deck that I stayed up until like 1 o'clock in the morning, just completely grinding to diamond and just tweaking here and there until I came up with something that is strong enough and versatile enough to deal with several different styles of opponents. I think that this deck's matchup versus Vanar here in this video is very telling of its power, because Vanar is a good indicator of the health of the meta overall. Vanar has always been pretty strong in my opinion, but they're just going to keep getting stronger and stronger, it seems. So I'm glad that Magmar can still hang, and I am looking forward to next month's meta. I'll be playing Vitruvian for the next month's season, probably with a little bit of other decks scattered throughout, just to shake things up instead of dedicating myself completely to one. But I will see you then, and you have a good one.